After months of tearing things apart and rebuilding parts of the boat, we were finally ready to start putting things back together, starting with spray foam. I'm Taryn, this is Logan, and this is Max. Our life rarely goes as planned, and this story is no different. But we are determined to rebuild our beautiful steel boat, even stronger than she was before. And we're bringing you along with us. So I'm finally back at the boat today. This is actually my first time back at the boat since we got back from Germany. Actually, since even before then, really. I think the 2 weeks before we went to Germany, I was here only once because I had a pretty badly sprained ankle and couldn't really do much. And then I got my wisdom teeth taken out. So I'm finally back here. Logan's been here a few times, obviously, but today is spray foam day, and we've been waiting a month and a half to be able to do this. So it's very exciting. So just to recap, we decided to use this stuff as our new insulation in the boat. So we are using a closed cell foam that not only minimizes heat transfer, but also does not hold any condensation in it, which means that we should have next to no rust underneath the spray foam, which is what we found when we peeled a bunch of it off to do the fixes that we did.
That's how steel boats rot. All the black spots have no spray foam on them. Notice it's only in these areas where there's any rust staining.
Okay, back to the current project. I'm not really doing much. I'm kind of here as just like a second support person, but I can't put a mask on yet because of how my mouth is. So we've got our friend Mike here to help us. Mike you've seen in our other video. Well, you didn't see him. You saw his boat in our other videos. He's on SV Darkwind and he's a great guy. So we're very excited to have him here helping out. It's gonna make my life a lot easier and hopefully Logan a lot safer. So that's what we're going to do right now is start the spray foam. So this is our friend Mike who's come to help us because my face still can't go in a respirator.
Come to do some foam.
Woo! Are you excited?
Just here to help. It's not a skill I want to get good at. Here to help.
Fair enough.
Pro by the end of the day.
That's right.
Yeah, both of you, because Logan has also never done this. So that box right there is where the foam actually is, or the chemicals to make the foam.
And it is currently plugged into the wall.
And it's nice and warm.
Oh, it's got a heated blanket inside.
And it is at 37 degrees, which is lots.
Awesome. Minimum was 24.
Yeah.
Wicked.
So.
And max is 100 and something.
That's just the outside of the container though, but the inside, there's a little sticker on the side of it that tells you the heat or the temperature inside.
Awesome.
That'll be perfect. That will work well.
Logan's got all of this tarped off. Obviously spray foam's going in there. Anywhere that's black. All that stuff in there's taped off with this really thin poly so it'll stop the spray foam from sticking. Same with in there a bit. All the wires. Galley. And then the V-berth. All that's going to be covered in spray foam soon. And we've got the extraction fans again.
Okay, I'll try again. They're both actually a liquid now, which is good.
They weren't before?
No. See, it's got a temperature thing on the side.
That means it's critical.
What's it at?
It's at 85, yeah, which 29 degrees.
Sweet.
So that's perfect. That's what we want to keep it at.
Oh my god.
Electric voice.
Precious.
So out of that box we have a huge number of spare nozzles. Got them right there.
There's 2 kinds in each package.
Yep. Blue ones, I believe, are the fan. There's 8 of those and 12 of these. I believe it's
lots.
15 feet. It should. Oh no. That doesn't look like 15 feet.
It's more like 10. Okay.
It's 15 feet total between the two.
Probably.
Yeah.
Typical guy. That's not 50 feet, buddy.
So what's the bucket for, Mike?
So apparently with these nozzles,
Yep.
you have to keep the product flowing. If you stop more than 30 seconds, it will solidify and you have to put on a new nozzle.
Okay.
So the plan is, when Logan changes locations, you can just put a little spray in here every 15 seconds to save us from shutting down production and changing nozzles. And you know what the good thing is? The foam's going to fix the crack at the bottom of the bucket.
Oh, good. So this guy is what stuff gets mixed in. There's two chemicals. They come through these hoses, get mixed in the nozzle, and then that's what those little nozzles get attached into. It's right here. Yeah. There's two different styles of nozzles. These are the two styles of nozzles. I won't be in here, but the GoPro will be in here showing you guys what's happening. Because I can't be in here once the chemicals are flowing. Yeah. Pretty exciting. I don't know what the difference is, but that's them.
Okay, and I even wore...
Oh, nice. Mike's repping the Wayward Life shirt.
Got the crew.
So you said you had COVID, did you?
What's that, recently?
Well, I'm all suited up in case you did. All good now.
All ready to go to the airport?
That's right, yeah.
Well, that's it for me for now. You can hear them starting to spray up there, figuring out what the heck it is exactly that they're doing, because neither of them have ever done this before, so it sounds good, but I have no idea. So anyway, we gotta hope to God that they remember to turn the GoPro on, because if not, then you guys get no footage of this, and I can't be in there because it's too toxic for me to be in there without being completely suited up. I don't want to put a respirator on my face because my gums are still pretty inflamed. So, we're leaving it up to two guys who are not very used to being the ones in charge of the camera to make sure that you guys get footage of this. So fingers crossed for you and me. Luckily they remembered. So here's what spraying the first kit of spray foam looked like.
I held the light.
I pointed a gun at a wall.
Yeah?
Yeah, so basically there's two different types of nozzles. There's one that sprays a circular shape, and then there's a fan shape.
Okay.
And for the cavities between the ribs, I use the circular shape to get around the angle iron of the ribs.
Yep.
And fill those up first, and any voids that I couldn't get with the fan. And then we went over it with the fan and built it up in 2 layers.
So it worked pretty well.
It worked really well,
Very well.
actually, yeah. It went surprisingly fast, and it was easy because we've done all the prep work,
Right.
and that's the biggest thing.
Not overly messy.
No, it really wasn't bad. I expected it to like spray a little bit, but it really didn't. Like, the
Little bit.
worst is when you stop and a little bit squeezes out because it's
Still pressurized?
no, it's mixed, so it's expanding.
Oh, I see.
So
Yeah.
it keeps expanding out of the nozzle tip, even though it's not dry, and it just drips onto you and everything else, and then you find out your fingers are all glued together. And
Oh no. So you said that that container didn't even finish the V-berth though, hey?
yeah,
Coverage
but
wise.
there's a lot of surface area in there, and
Yeah.
we're filling up everything to 2 inches and more. Like we want it to be at 2 inches, so we filled it up in some places more, and we'll have to shave that off after.
Right.
It's not like the most precise thing. And it takes a bit of, like, if you have painting experience with a spray gun, it probably would be very helpful for doing this, but I don't, so I'm a little messier than most.
Fair enough. So do you think that this one is going to be enough to finish the whole thing? Or
No, I think we'll get like the V-berth done, maybe the galley and the head, or the bathroom and the kitchen.
Yeah.
And if we have any past that, I will be surprised.
Perfect. Okay, and
But yeah, we'll probably need at least one more of these and maybe 2, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is, and I think it's the best system to use. So where we could save money doing something else, I think it's going to create problems for us in the future.
and why is that?
This doesn't leave any air gap. It's a vapor barrier. It's closed cell foam, so no oxygen's going to get to the paint system to degrade it, and it won't rust. Also, it works very good as insulation, and we only have 2-inch cavities, so
Yeah.
it's the insulating properties are higher than.
And you're putting it in thicker than the original.
Yeah.
Right.
You're adding to the original.
We're adding to the original as well, because the original was
Oh, you went over top of the original? Okay.
pretty subpar. So like, yeah, I thought we would get a little more coverage than we did, but I never actually measured it out, so I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But
Cool.
this kit here is apparently, oh, that's the wrong side.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look good for me.
Frost pack, made by DuPont, and it's supposed to cover 200 square feet at 2 inches.
Right.
So apparently we've done that today.
Cool.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, very quickly.
Very quickly.
It was like half an hour.
You can't take a break. I let one nozzle harden, and
Yeah.
it was like, what, maybe 20 seconds.
And that's basically what I was doing. Whenever he stopped, I was doing the 30-second count and then reminding him to
Which
Press
is
the button.
very helpful
get
having
going.
Yeah.
Mike there to
Mike
help
has
with the
definitely.
counting.
I know Mike's already done a better job than I would have done if it was me doing it. So thanks for being here, Mike.
It's because I used to hold the flashlight for my dad.
Yeah.
You can't hurt my feelings.
Well, it's muchly appreciated.
It is very appreciated.
It's fun.
All right, let's get a first look at first round. Whoa! Look at that. Crazy. So you can see the old stuff underneath, the new stuff on top. Awesome. That's going to be so much warmer, so much nicer. That is very, very, very exciting. Those are the old bottles that are now empty. Pretty awesome. This still needs to be done. And in here. And then the rest of the boat. But yeah, that's wicked. It's very exciting. Then it was time for round 2. Many people told us not to do this project ourselves because it was messy, hard, and dangerous. And we did put a lot of research into making sure that we were able to do things safely. But it definitely wasn't as difficult as people made it sound. So you're done with the second container?
Second container, yeah.
How far did you get?
We got the electrical cabinet done, the galley done,
The head?
the head up. We didn't do the shower in the head, which whatever, we ran out before we could get it. But yeah, it definitely doesn't go as far as you would think it would for that amount of money, but it is insane, the temperature difference in the boat. Like, you start off working and you're cold, and then all of a sudden you're sweating. Oh man.
So it's working.
Oh yeah. Like everything, you can't hear the fans inside the boat anymore.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's quite a change.
Awesome.
But yeah,
So we got to get more insulation.
unfortunately we do, but it is going better than I hoped it could go. So
Awesome.
it's just going to cost more in the end, which, whatever.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Cool.
It worked out well. It's a fun project.
You happy you came?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey. Like I said, here to help. I had a free, oh, thank you. See, even got fed. I had a free schedule. I had to move some things around. That was okay.
It's been a very cheap beer for us, but an expensive beer for Mike.
Yeah, it's all good. But definitely makes it, well, of course it's insulation. It's going to make a difference.
Oh
Yeah, it's going to be homey.
yeah.
Be comfy.
Woot woot.
Yeah, all good. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
So we have quite a bit of the boat insulated now, but the next step is actually to shave a bunch of it off, because when Logan filled it, a bunch of it went like further than we needed to or wanted to. So I have to shave it down so that it's flush with the pieces of wood that are there that we're going to be screwing other wood to, essentially. So that's what I'm doing today. Well, he's starting on the autopilot installation. So we ran around all day yesterday trying to find a tool that was going to work properly for this. The way that people do it that like actually do insulation as a career is they have a really long blade that stretches in between two spacers, I guess. In this case, they're ribs. But to buy the proper saw is like $900 American. So we didn't do that. We thought that maybe we could find some kind of other blade or knife or something that would work the same, but we didn't end up finding one of those. So what we're going to be using is this guy, which is just like a little blade, and this guy. So Logan sharpened this one for this project. It doesn't come sharpened, and that's just an oscillating tool. We looked for oscillating blades and could not find the proper one, so this is the closest that we got to it. It's not the ideal situation, but I mean, he's gonna do the job. It's just gonna take longer. So I'm gonna get at it. Thanks so much for watching. Another thank you to Mike for coming to help us, and an extra big thank you and shout out to our patrons for being here with us. We appreciate all of you.